Well, today we're going to be putting together that inexpensive cement mixer. So we're going to start with page 1, and this is a Central Machinery cement mixer. I'm not going to be using it for cement mixer. I'm going to be using it for something else. So it's not going to be like I really need a cement mixer for anything, but in any case, here we go. Step 1. Well, it shows that the first thing we're going to do is put together the stand. We've got the stand, and then we have the wheels that we need to put on there. I've got all the nuts and bolts and screws and everything here. We got a bunch of a little bit of everything. Alright, well, let's start with something. Well, I'm going to put the wheels on here. I know there's an inside, you can see the cone on that side, and this side doesn't have much of a cone, so we're going to put the not much cone on the inside. Probably wrong, but easy enough to change if it is. Okay, got a wheel on this side. Okay, we got that. Now we got to find out which part fits in here. This part, all the bolt holes and everything seem to be the same on both sides, so it looks like we can go either way to go up like this. So now we just got to find the bolts to put it together. We got the one side hooked up. Got a bolt through here and then a bolt through here. Okay, but now hold up this. Takes one of the long bolts, goes through there. Well, let me come in the other way. Okay, and then we get a flat washer and a nut. Okay, now we come in through the other way. This is a little bit shorter bolt. Goes in there. Put us a flat washer and a washer and a nut. Okay, got that together. Alright, now before I tighten all these bolts up, I want to set this top piece in here, because if I tighten these bolts up, the bolt hole may not line up over here, and I'll have to loosen these up anyway. So we'll get this top piece in there, and then we'll tighten everything up. It's called the barrel, I don't know. Anyway, it shows this goes over here on these top two ears. Here's a part that slides down in there. We stick a bolt through here, and then we do the same thing on the other side. These two more extra long bolts with the shoulder on them. One on this side, one on the other side. That must be a 13. Got that one. Got that one. We got the ones down below here. Alright, we got all the bolts tight. Now we move on to the next step. Well, I've already found one flaw. This round part is supposed to go over this sleeve, but what happens is this hole is not big enough, so rather than spending a bunch of time making the hole bigger, I've stuck 3 washers on here. We'll stick it through this side, and then we'll do the other bolt the same way. We'll do another bolt with 3 washers on its side. Stick them in there, because if I don't do that, it's gonna warp this plate when I start pulling those bolts in there. And being that I've got some play on the part where the handle goes, we should be okay. I mean, it's a shame I have to do that. It's evidently the quality control just didn't hold up over there. Alright, we'll tighten them up. Alrighty, now we gotta get our handle on here. Okay, that spring that you saw and all that stuff, that slides right up in here. This is what keeps tension for this thing to rub against there. Alright, and then we've got the biggest bolt of them all that goes through here. Now you know you're putting it on right when you've got the teeth on this thing facing this plate. Now this is where you're going to have a little tough time getting this bolt, because you're going to have to push down on this thing. Oh, that thing is some tight too. Oh, there, we got it started anyway. I got to get a socket so I can run that through there. Oh, this is not an easy process. This seems to be the hardest part of the whole thing so far. Well, I got it through there, but I'm sure I boogered up the threads. Yeah, I boogered up the threads, so we're going to have to see if we can get this nut run on there without having to take it all back apart again. Yep. Okay, now we don't get it too extremely tight so we can get it to move. So this is what is going to adjust our bucket. So now we're set, and let me see what the next part is.